The commencement of the administering of COVID-19 second doses in several countries is indeed good news. But sadly, the number of cases have continued to rise in certain countries around the world, including some African countries. Recently, some African countries have had to reintroduce lockdown measures to help curb the increasing numbers of COVID-19 infections, which has become worrisome.
The reason why there are spikes in pockets of places is because we don't adhere to infection prevention and control protocols. So it's important that people know that despite vaccination, we are supposed to uphold the infection prevention and control protocols.
In North Africa, Tunisian Health Ministry reported 1,775 new COVID-19 cases, raising the total number of infections in the North African country to 382,950. The death toll for the virus rose by 78 to 14,038 cases. In East Africa, Ethiopia registered 158 new COVID-19 cases in the past 24 hours, taking the nationwide tally to 275,194, according to the country's Ministry of Health. The ministry said 3 new deaths and 652 more recoveries were reported, bringing the national count to 4,283 and 254,948 respectively. Ethiopia, Africa's second most populous nation, has so far reported the largest number of COVID-19 cases in the East African region.
There are a lot of countries that are having shortage of vaccines. Some people have gotten their first dose and then there's shortage of the second doses. So they're not getting fully vaccinated. This is due in part on the decision of the Indian government to suspend exports of vaccines based on the outbreak in India. So we have these challenges. There's also the high rate of vaccine skepticism among the public, and the public health departments, public health information departments would have a lot of work to do in this regard, just to get people to come out where vaccines are available. The vaccines that have been proven to be safe and effective are a very, very, very big tool and maybe one of the surest ways out of the pandemic.
Zambia has recorded 49 COVID-19 deaths in South Central, the highest daily figure since the outbreak of the pandemic. Out of the total deaths of 1,644 in the country, 1,004 were classified as COVID-19 deaths, while 640 were classified as COVID-19 associated deaths. On Tuesday, Africa recorded 5,225,596 confirmed cases and 137,958 confirmed deaths. With the rate of the outburst of the pandemic in Africa, there are fears that more cities may have to go on lockdown again to curb the further spread. News Central, Chidima Ihanitu.